Yeah, because you are in Canada,
I'm in Montreal, yeah.
Montreal, Montreal. I didn't, I
We're
didn't.
and we're we're this high in snow today.
Oh shit! My family lives
Yeah.
in upstate New York, so I've been
They're
getting a
probably
lot.
getting it.
It's sort of this. What's that?
They're probably getting it for sure.
Yeah, it's a sort of the same sort of like the snow belt that they always talk about. And they're sending me pictures of snow today and little cute kids running around in the snow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not cute. That's bullshit. At 63 years old, that's crap.
That's bullshit. People always say that, like, do you miss the New York? And I'm like, well, I miss visiting New York in the summertime. Yes,
It's
I miss.
lovely. It's beautiful,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But and we got snow early. I was in Portugal in early November with my mother, and I'm a landscaper, and I was thinking I was coming
Okay.
home. I was thought I would come home and do just a little bit of work before it got crazy, and no, we had snow already in early November.
All right, that's it. You're a landscaper because whenever I talk to people who do online kind of adult stuff, I never want to assume that they have a different job. I want to assume that that person is just raking in the money and
Oh, please help me with that. Okay.
just
So what I do is I'm a landscaper and a bartender. I've been a bartender for 46 years or something like that.
okay.
I started in 1979. And about 25 years ago, I came back into this area of the world. I'd already spent a lot of time with plants. I dated a few landscape architects. I had a good concept of plants.
A little. You had a really good in with that world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In and out and,
And,
in and out. Okay.
and lots of in and outs. Yes, yes, yes. And I didn't know what to do for work. So I just started working in people's gardens. And then about 2 or 3 years into it, I realized I don't even fucking know what I'm doing. I'm faking this more than I should. So I went back to university for it. So I'm a certified horticulturalist. I have a specialty in composting and life in the soil and my mycelium. I'm a mushroom guy too.
Which is mushrooms. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, and then every single person's yard that I was taking care of kept asking me to take my shirt off, and you're like, how can I make that a living?
So especially when, and I've had people that talk to me about this. How do you do this? But basically one of the rules is if you hire me, I'm shirtless.
Right.
I'm not working outside in the middle of summer with a shirt on. There's no goddamn way in the world.
And you're not going to accept any goddamn tan lines. God damn it.
Well, essentially I'm a nudist. Like I have a private back patio and it's the instant it's warm enough to go butt naked, I'm butt naked. I'm not shy at all. I never have been.
Neighbors?
I have a neighbor next door and he is a nudist also. We moved into the same thing and we made it private so that you can just walk around as nude as you want to be.
I love that. I can imagine you guys on the other side of like a regular like fence divider, just high-fiving naked over the roof. Like, all right.
He's over here with a cigarette and a martini glass.
Yeah. I was trying to think of this morning of how I originally met you. And I literally, sometimes my worlds collide of like what city, what place. And now I get confused. Like people, if I've never even met them in the real world, I've only met them on like Instagram or Facebook or.
I saw you once at a corner in San Francisco at a light.
Oh shit. Was I working the corner?
I don't know. I didn't see any money in your hands. No, I said hi to you there. I remember seeing you. Didn't you used to do the same style thing, but in bathtubs?
I did. Yes. It's so funny.
I like that.
I did.
That was good.
Bathtub interviews was so funny, which was so fun. And it was all in San Francisco because everyone in San Francisco has the big, huge, beautiful clawfoot bathtubs. And everyone always asks like, oh my God, are you guys naked in the hot tubs? And I have to say that every single interview that I did in the hot tub were naked except for two people. Because I didn't want, because it was a very personal thing because people would show up to my house and like a lot of times I'd met them for the first time and I usually interviewed people, well, much like a trick, but like a professional trick. Meh. But like they show up.
But they know what they're coming for when it's a trick.
Yeah, they know what's coming and we're coming. But like, so people show up and a lot of times it's the first time I had met somebody and they were either going to like had a an album they were releasing or a show they were doing and a play. So they were actually interviews promoting people's artwork. But they'd show up to my apartment and were like, hi, is this going to work out? And then, of course, I'd be filling up the bathtub. and then,
and then water and everything.
Oh, it's the whole full-on bubbles. We're naked up to here in our bathtub of bubbles. By the time every interview ended, the bubbles were kind of gone, of course. But I only bring this up because, yeah, every time we're done in the bath, the bubbles are gone. But I always offer people shorts. I didn't want to like have somebody show up and be like, okay, we're doing this naked. So I did offer people shorts for every interview, and only 2 people ever took me up on the shorts.
Uptight little.
What happens under the bubbles stays under the bubbles.
Stays under the bubbles. I knew that was coming.
I know.
So now you're in San Diego, right?
I'm in San Diego. I've been here for going on 3 years.
Oh yeah. I didn't know what you did for a living, and when I found out, I found that really impressive. I like
most people don't know what I do for a living, and they're like, wow, they trust you with wild, dangerous animals.
I'm a bartender. It's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Or supposedly they think they're wild, untamed animal, right?
Yeah. You just give them what they want. They're food motivated, and then you reward them, because how we train wild animals is giving them positive reinforcement. So you could work that within your career as a bartender too, right? You ask them to do a trick, and then if they do it, you reward them with something.
I'm a little more Victorian in my style. Okay. I beat the buggers and make them feel like shit, and they love me and give me money.
I love that. So I am I right to call you Daddy John for your brand?
Very much, yeah. Yeah.
And you can call me dipshit, asshole, faggot, queer, but not in the good way. You can call me all those things.
And get a boner. Yeah, you're going.
And get a boner. But this is so funny. I was going over your, knowing you personally, casually over the years, knew who you were a person, and was like, fuck, he's hot. Sorry.
Thank you.
Fuck, he's hot. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. And then when I stumbled across you on Instagram and I realized you'd been doing sort of, I don't know, I love when you know somebody or recognize somebody for years, and then you realize they do adult content. And I was looking at your adult content earlier, studying, and I was like, what? Go ahead.
Work-related studies, yes.
Yeah, I was spending some time, roll of paper towels and some moisturizer. I was doing some work and really engaging in your. It was really asking me to engage in your content, and I was like, beyond it being sexy, it's so stylized. So I was going to ask you about that. It's like, how dare you make me look at artwork and then want to jack off to it? I mean, yes, it's sexy, but it's like, it's very stylized. And I was going to ask you like how that came about and how do you put together your content?
I have to admit that it is. So there's a long story here, or a medium story here. Right before COVID, a friend of mine who was already in the business said, why don't you do this? You'll make a little bit of money, blah, blah, blah. He was a promoter and a manager in one of the alternative companies, the OnlyFans style. And I said, yeah, sure, I'd love to. No problem at all. So I started in with him, and then COVID hit. And I thought, if I'm going to do this, I should make my videos and learn how to do it. I got one of those Mac laptops, and I was going to iMovie the shit out of my videos. I've realized
all these transitions in there between them. Yeah, get fancy and filters. Okay.
Yeah. But I have absolutely no talent whatsoever. I am pretty, and I'm funny, and I suck at video editing.
I suck cocks. Okay. Okay. You can't be pretty and talented and good with technology. I think there has to be a study. You can't be this handsome and good with technology. You could be good at carpentry work. You can do construction work. That's my fantasy. Construction work, but not also good with computers. Okay. Yes. So, please go on.
And then I went through about a couple of years of and COVID, of course, and I long story about COVID. We won't get into that one. So about 2-3 years, and I decided I needed to expand a little bit. I had shit videos. I basically would put it on a tripod at the end of the bed walk in the room, walk up to the video, yank the shit out of my penis and
Yeah.
squirt. And that was it. And I was like, whatever.
I
And
just
they,
imagine your end of your penis like the Home Alone kid, like,
I was
ah!
doing it again. Oh, no.
Oh, please, please, fine man, give me just 24-hour break. Okay, okay,
Yeah, but here. So, and then I started doing collabs, right?
okay.
And I ran into a guy that, because originally I was a solo, very, very solo. I ran into a guy and he was good at the video stuff. He was a little more dark and fun and he would do all the editing, which was great. That's what I wanted. Me and him did probably about 6 months together and then he vanished off into space like they do. And
Mhm.
this other gentleman approached me, and he is the one that's doing all the crazy stuff. Like all this you see behind me is him. His name
No,
is Patrick Bélanger.
it's very
And,
on. Well, I don't want to say on brand because it sounds so freaking corny, but it's nice.
but it is.
It's
He does a
very,
great job.
it's very sultry. It's very, I don't know. It's just very like I want you
He
to
has a
have
very
like a
dirty attitude.
yeah, it's dirty grandpa. Like this is you go to a family. It's dirty. Well, I meant grandpa or dad, whatever. But like,
That was with the daddy for now. Yeah. It's a
but then
brand. But
I always say because I always say DILF. I'm like I fucking love. I don't know if you've watched any of my videos before, but I'm always thinking I fucking love old man porn. I'm saying that's what you
yeah,
are, but I'm saying people when they say DILF, I'm like give me GILF,
yeah,
girl.
yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, I know.
okay,
I know people that specifically want the gray beard. Very much
yeah,
so. Anyway, so he's been doing that. We've been working about a year and a half now together. He does crazy fucking shit. And I really appreciate that because people are now looking at my stuff saying, where's this coming from? And, I'm pointing fingers, follow him. And he's starting to get people coming up and he comes up with ideas. We've, again, a long story, but we've done some we've made studios out of nothing
yeah.
basically and had stuff. And then he edits all that too, right?
Well, that's what grabbed my attention when I saw it on. I saw your personal Instagram, and then I saw the Daddy John Productions. I was like, there's something about the stylized and the branding of it and the vibe. And I was
He's
like,
great.
that feels like something you could just take to so many different levels and bring people in and
Yeah.
grow it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And,
cause
and he's smart too. Like he's got it all there. Like I said, I'm the beef. I'm the,
yeah,
I'm the front man.
yeah, yeah,
Very much so. And we collaborate and we talk. But he's the one, at the end of all this, he's the one in the corner sweating like a pig because he's been jumping up and down, trying to get everything perfect, the sound, the lights.
right.
Now this is a final production of it, but there was many other things attempted.
You should pay him in praise. Nothing else. You should turn him into your bitch. No, just kidding.
uh,
Just kidding.
uh,
That you could find that on Just for Friends. Wait, Just for Friends. Yeah, Just for Friends.
yeah. Let's face it, he does a lot of work, and I try to make it as popular for him as I can.
Yeah.
As he's doing great. I'm lucky.
So with your work, would you consider it? I mean, clearly you're a silver gray bearded fuzzy man, so that's part of a category all of its own. I've always loved hairy men since I was the tiny itsy bitty baby, and
Oh,
then
me too.
before it became super popular. I remember when beards in like the 2010s became popular. Everyone's like, "Whoa, everybody has a beard now!" But like way before that, and even before bears and wolf became popular, I have been obsessed with hairy mans, and I go all the way back to my grandfather. Because my family doesn't watch this, but my mother's father was always hairy chested. He was a postman. He had big furry forearms and like hairy
Oh,
knuckles. And it's so funny to
mhm.
think back at the time because I didn't know what it was about that just wanted to suck on my grandfather's fingers. And I don't care if that sounds perverted, but that's true. But I've always obsessed with forearms and hairy knuckles since I was a little
Yeah,
toddler. And I remember
yeah,
once, this is gonna sound so incesty, but I don't care. Once I remember I'd stay
yeah.
over. I remember I'd stay over at my grandparents' house every once in a while. I remember sleeping. I will never forget this. God, but my grandfather's passed away, and I was sleeping on like the little bed sofa that was near their bathroom. And in the middle of the night, my hairy grandfather walked past me nude to go pee, and that was like an
Wow.
awakening. I was probably like
Oh,
9 or 10, and I know that sounds fucking
perfect timing. Thank
creepy,
you. No, whatever.
but I
That's
was
where that
all
our impressions of that are very important.
but I was just remember lying there being like, "Ooh," and I looked over and I was like, "Holy shit. Holy
Squirt.
shit." So,
The first time I ever remember actively having an erection, I was 4 years old, and it was a man with a beard had gone by. Yeah.
that's it's so crazy also people's perceptions and my own perception about hair because I often still to this day I'm very fuzzy. It's like it's turned
Yeah.
white and silver. Uh but I often still feel bad about it. Let's say like I go in to get a massage or something, like to anywhere, like a legit like therapeutic massage, and I find myself having to like I feel weird about being hairy, and I find myself like apologizing. Like the last time I had a massage was a couple years ago, but like, and I embrace it and I love it on people, but I remember going in into a massage and saying, "Oh God, I'm so sorry, I'm hairy," like
Oh
apologizing.
my, I know.
I still at this age find myself being embarrassed for being hairy and apologizing for it. What the fuck?
I enjoyed every single hair that grew on my body. I couldn't get them fast enough. I had a beard as soon as I could, like 18, 19. And the hairier I got, I was like, I remember following the lines, like, oh, soon it's going to connect to my armpits. I'm going to be a fucking
I love
whatever.
that.
They didn't have all the terms before, right? The bears and all that. I remember when that showed up. And then when all like the hipster style beards started coming into style, I was like,
Yeah.
God's gift to my old fucking age. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
All the boys now have beards and I can be a pervert.
Thank God. Thank baby Jesus and the lamb that's in the nativity scene. Yeah, I also
Yeah.
was the same like when my beard started like sort of attached to my like chest hair and it's just where does the line go? Where does the line divide?
No lines. No fucking lines.
So with your content, how would you categorize it? Is it because you have those cigars and but like, is there a certain like categorize it? Would you consider it kink? Would you consider it just adult content? Or do you have a genre you'd put yourself into?
I personally would love to be kinks or leather, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
There is, and that's a very niche market, of course. You can't, and this is supposed to be to make money. So what we try to do is very much do multiples. Now we always stick into my branding, which is masculinity, whether it's, like you don't see me, and not that there's a problem. Like I'm all about radical fairies and I love queer and
Right.
all that stuff.
Right.
You don't
Sisters
see
of
me in a
Pressure,
skirt.
Indulgence.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah, fucking out there doing it, right?
Right.
I love those. Everybody, like I've actually,
That's, oh, I was just
I'm
gonna
an
say that's
actual,
the thing I like because people are afraid. I think today in this day and age to use the word macho or butch only because we've had to like reframe the definitions of it. And for a while, it became like words you can't say anymore because if you say macho, that means you're toxic masculinity,
yeah,
which are
that.
things good to identify and to talk about. But like, I feel like
I
we
agree.
were in an era where you couldn't say butch anymore, you couldn't say macho,
Yeah,
and I feel like
yeah.
we're kind of like, okay, let's talk about this.
Look at it in reality because
Let's
that's
look at it.
basically, and so I am actually an active radical fairy. I've been to four gatherers, studied paganism, the whole fucking bit,
Yeah.
and there's nothing more fun than a good fucking fairy gather. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So now the other thing about it is you want to wear a skirt or a kafta or whatever like that, you do. I'm going to go do this over here. And they're very like, you do your thing, It's like, fuck, it
Right.
doesn't matter. Right. Um, so with that in mind, I try to keep it in classic gay porn. Like I'm Al Parker of another generation. I fucking
Oof.
wish. Oh
Al
yeah.
Parker.
Nah, that's
I just want
classic.
to take
That's,
my face
vintage.
and slide it all the way down his whole entire
Yeah.
body, through his chest, his stomach, his pubes, his inner thigh, his calf, and his toes.
And that guy
Okay.
was different. I mean, there was a lot of them. Trust me, I was looking back then. That's even
Yeah.
before I was like, I went from high school. I was always gay, definitely always gay.
Same.
I had this neutral period, and then about 14, I was doing, and I wasn't doing guys in school. I went
Are you,
downtown. I got old guys.
are you a gold star gay?
What is that?
That's like if you've never penetrated a woman.
Oh no, I dated when I was in my teens. I was really, really clear about sexuality. I want to experience sex, and at the moment, especially at 12, 13, 14, the available sex were girls. So I was having it. I was going there,
Fuck.
and I've had some
That
lovely moments.
that drives me fucking nuts. I'm the classic faggot that, sorry, I call myself faggot. That
Yeah.
loves, my porn that I watch is like straight porn. I love guys penetrating women. Anyways, so the idea of like you fucking chicks, oh, it's hot. And then I just imagine you at that time, you're like, fucking, I'd fuck anything. Pumpkin, a pie,
Together.
hot pocket, San Francisco burrito.
That one on the corner right there in front of the eagle. Uh,
It
but
all, a hole's a
yeah.
hole.
Now when I was much younger, like in the 18, 19, 20, that a hole is a whole thing was a thing. As I got older, it definitely
Wait,
changed.
what years did you just say? I thought you just said the 1920.
I said 18, 19, and 20.
Oh, I thought you said in 18 and 1920. And I was like, what the
Yeah, I
fuck?
know.
This is a
I'm a
fantasy I
fucking
just need to get.
vampire.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. 18, 19, 20.
I was very much, go downtown, get laid like 2, 3 times, come home, that kind of shit. Then now, and especially now, but especially say in the last 20 years, a hole is not a hole. I need connection. I really, really like connection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you single currently?
I'm a married man.
I mean, I thought that because your husband lives in San Francisco, right?
He does, yeah. Still does. And he's a little bit outside of town now, but yes, he's married.
All right.
Well, he's married, yeah, to me.
I'm married to a married gay man. Yeah, I think your husband's another one of those people. Like, I don't know if he don't think he knows who I am, but I think we know of each other. You know what I mean? When you live in a city, a gay town, a little gay community, you know of people, but you don't know them. You're like, we've shared a bench at the Edge before, I'm pretty sure.
Or at the Starbucks down in the village. Or,
yeah, the Starbucks is gone. Did you know that?
I heard.
I haven't been back in San Francisco in a good year or so, but I heard the Starbucks is gone.
We moved out a year and a half ago, and I have not gotten back to the city, basically because when I go to San Francisco, I go to see him. So when we lived right in the Castro, and we lived right in the fucking Castro, I saw everyone. I did everything. I did the Castro life, and that was very entertaining. We moved to Hayward, which is East Bay.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't go downtown. I don't have to. There's nobody,
The only time I ever went downtown in San Francisco is like way back in the day before anything was internet based, when I had to like pay my utility bill. Okay, let's go back to talking sexy stuff. You're talking. I was asking you about the content and like sort of the genre you'd put it in, and you started saying your branding is macho, or not macho, but your words, masculinity.
Masculinity. And that is what, that is what gets me going. Now, one of the problems I had when I was doing the solos, especially during COVID, was, there's nothing, I like the way I look. I really am a comfortable man. I've worked in bars for 46 years. I don't know how I look. I'm a fucking idiot because I get told every week or every day,
Right.
So eventually it has to sink in. Now, what I do with that is my own business. It's my personality. But there's nothing about me that gets me off. One of my things is I'm very much a hands-on guy. I want to play with your nipples. I want to choke you, actually. I want to this. I want to that. All the things that get me a boner. So one of the problems with being a solo artist,
there's no one to choke.
There's no one to choke. And so I would have a lot of issues with getting a boner because where's my fun in all this?
That's so fascinating. Yeah.
It was a problem because, they could make more videos. Well, come over here and help me.
Right.
So, that's where the collaboration stuff started happening. But I always try to keep it basically with this, even my solo videos a long time ago would be of this style. I'd have jeans on. I'd be at my gym because this room where we are right now would have been my gym all through COVID.
Gotcha.
It still is my gym, actually. I have something. I hook up there, TRX up there, and I'm gonna pull a bar over there, and all my weights right there. And it's not a sound studio in downtown Montreal.
It's a multi-purpose room.
Oh yeah. So
that is too funny. All right. So like, I also saw during my studying earlier, I saw Bad Santa. Is that like, how often do you put out new stuff, and is it like subscription based?
All the Just for Fans and we work mostly on Just for Fans right now. We're going to expand into OnlyFans. The only problem with OnlyFans is they're a little, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. So it
Yeah.
limits what we can do. It is subscriptions. You know, you have to pay to see it. We always put decent trailers on
Okay.
X. That's where everyone goes, is X.
Yeah.
So they get the idea. Now I've done the difference between what I do personally and what I do, because I have what we call studio videos also,
Right. Are you,
which
yeah,
would
okay.
be
I was just
porn.
curious if you work with any companies exclusively or freelancing or.
No, it's there's no none of that. I work for a company here in Montreal, which is like an agency that
Okay.
a stable, if you will.
Because I
And
feel like if
they'll work
I
with.
was an agent of sorts, I would look at you and be like, oh, let's make, let's get a piece of this.
I've done I've done eight I've done 8 studio videos,
Okay. Oh, that's it.
which is
I thought
well,
you
yeah,
were going to
that's
say
it.
like 80 or 800.
I
That's why your
wish.
hole
I
is
wish.
burnt, spent,
Yeah.
falling
Yeah.
out.
My what?
Wait, are you top or bottom in your videos? Are you verse? You
Oh,
top,
I'm a top.
bottom? All right.
I'm a top.
All right. People always think I'm a bottom, but I'm also a top.
Well, that's
I
verse,
think
right?
I
Or
think
you?
no, never. I've never
Just a
bottomed
top. Yeah.
once in my life. People are amazed by that. I must give off bottom energy or something. But like, I've never in my life once bottomed, and I don't want to.
No.
That's
You
somebody
know what
else.
it is?
That's somebody else's job. I do my job well. You do your job well.
Exactly what I say. Oh, you should bottom. It's like, you know what? There's a lot of bottoms out there. They do a really good job.
I don't want
And
to take it. I don't want to take that away from them.
yeah, no, I'm not that guy. Thank you very much for I'm glad you're interested in everything, but no, that's
Yeah.
not my style. Now I cannot say that I've never bottomed.
Yeah.
I had discovery through my life. And
You were in a K-hole and you were blacked out.
No,
I think that'd be considered rape, actually. Never mind. Rape jokes are not funny.
We don't do that's not funny.
Yeah.
It was just a different time in my life. And then about late 20s, I think, I realized, like, you know what? There's so many people out there doing it and doing it well. I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where that goes. And now, so everything I do is I'm dominant. If it's a leather scene, I am definitely the top. I am definitely the instigator, the manipulator, the director.
I get you. Have you ever lied down in the trough at the SF Eagle and let men pee on you?
No.
That was
No.
just a random thought. I know there's a trough in there, and like there's been times I've been at the SF Eagle and I'm peeing, and all of a sudden like there's people trying to put their head in there, like uninvited, rude,
uninvited. Yeah, very uninvited. One of my things is I've lived in Europe a couple times in my life. I don't like backroom sex.
Oh, you don't? Okay, yeah, okay.
And the reason for that is because by far it's never the big cutie in the corner coming back to get you. It's what's creepy in the corner waiting for you to show up. And I do like to control what I spent a lot of time in public.
Right.
I started working bars at 17 years old, and I've had all kinds of offers, all kinds of opportunities, and I like what I like. And if I'm not interested in you, I'm not engaging. So backroom sex is, I could go off in this whole psychological reason why there's backroom sex, what's going on, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. Mine's mine. If you want it, we have to, again, we get back to connection, right?
What makes a good connection for you? Is it like conversation? Is it touch? Is it just energy?
It's energy.
Good kisser?
Kissing works. Okay. It can work, but it's also that, I'm a dominant top, right? So guess what you got to be?
Yeah.
I have to give that off.
I love dominant bottoms. Well, not even dominant, just like aggressive bottoms. Those are my favorite. Call me, hit me up, send me an email.
I can't say that I love aggressive bottoms. I like bottoms. I like eager. Because I've seen some really eager is a better word, maybe, because I've seen some crazy aggressive bottoms, right?
You're like, whoa, now you're gonna
calm the fuck down already.
I confuse people sexually, and like my husband doesn't watch this, so he probably will never know. We're open, so we're free to do we're free to do stuff with other people. We just don't talk about it. But like, I confuse people all the hell because I don't have any kinks. Like, and when I say that, like, I see kinks, I've been around kinks, I've explored kinks, but I truly am a very vanilla, like, which
Your
those
kink,
people.
yeah. So your kink isn't that. Your kink is hairy chest. Your kink is, like kinks
I
are
didn't know if that was
the
even,
fetishes you like. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but that's sort of it. Like, and I
That's
and
great.
I feel like I need to say, like, when I say that I don't have a fetish and I'm vanilla, it's not like me putting fetishes down. I've had people before saying like, "Oh, it sounds like you're putting people down that have kinks." I don't. I can like not have a fetish without putting them down, but like I literally, yeah, I just confuse people sometimes because they think that I'm wilder and kinkier and all the shit, but I'm probably the most vanilla person you've ever met.
Oh, I've met a lot. Remember 46 years of bars, and I've worked in mostly leather bars most of my life.
Also, with
Yeah,
like
yeah.
glory hole sex, I often online get proposed with, "Hey, I got a glory hole set up," which is probably some random dirty ass sheet with a hole cut in the middle in like your mom's basement.
At a
In your
door,
mom's
yeah.
basement. I like glory hole sex. I don't know why I'm sharing all this, but I also want to know who's on the other side, which
Yeah.
fucking ruins it all. People are like, "Dude, that's not anonymous," and I'm like, "Well, I want to know who's on the other side,"
I want to
and
see
so
who's sucking my dick.
and I do that, and it's not anybody, and I'm like, "Dude, I just." I blow. I confuse people sometimes.
Yeah. No, no, no. And it's okay because you're you. You're
Yeah.
not there to have them figure you out. You pick who you want. Screw them. Thank you very much.
So,
And
are there any things that turn you off? Like, is there something about a person or a hookup that could shift gears? Like, you're all going in, and like something happens, they do something, and you're like, reverse, and you're like, out of there. Like,
I mean, it's
turn offs. I know you want to be open and all for everybody, but are there any
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like deal
Don't
breakers?
yeah, don't talk too much. I mean, I love talking,
Mm,
and but it's like know when the switch goes
mm.
from now to yeah, let's get to know each other. Blah 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 blah.
Get to
Okay,
business.
yeah,
Yeah.
get to business, and then like right in the middle, let's start chatting about your grandma's fucking china. And it's
Ah.
like, why don't you shut up and just suck my whatever the fuck?
You're like balls
And
deep, and they're like, "I've been thinking about picking up knitting."
I've seen that. There's that.
You know what's a
So that
buzzkill for me? And
what's
I'm
that?
gonna name a specific actor who I think is so hot and so incredibly nice, and I met him. But he does something in a lot of his videos, and like he'll probably never see this, so I don't care. But Alan Silver, you know Alan Silver,
No, no, I'm
white
bad that way. I
bearded.
don't. Yeah.
No. He's done a lot of porn, and he's always the daddy because he's had white hair for a long time. Done a lot of older men porn, and I believe he's still working in studios. But in a lot of his videos, while he's like getting into it, he laughs a lot. Like he
Oh yeah,
laughs,
yeah, yeah.
and it's
That
so funny. And
yes.
that's
It's
his
like,
thing. Like I think that's his thing. He's like laughs and giggles, and to him, that's a connection because he's like connecting on this like level. But for me, it's so funny. Alan Silver, we've never had sex, but I still would. Just don't laugh.
just so
He
you just
but he laughed a lot in his like full on porn videos, and I'm like,
yeah, no.
no.
I gotta agree with that one, by the way.
The laughing's just like,
Yeah.
no.
It's not a laughing moment.
So you also, I like, I've seen some of your videos that aren't like fully nude, but they're in the same stylized of your adult work, and you're just sort of like telling stories.
That is the concept. Well, once again, that's the director. He likes that concept of seeing the backgrounds to where my sexuality comes from, my history, get to know, because people tend to want to know more about. So we've done bedtime stories or late night stories. It's
Latest,
called.
and I do like those. I think the first thing I saw of yours was on Instagram, so therefore it wasn't explicit because there's so many rules for freaking online.
Speaking of, right?
But I definitely remember seeing you just telling a story, and your voice
Yeah.
was like, oh, it was perfect for the storytelling because it was soothing. And like, I heard your voice and I just wanted to wrap it around my shoulders and lie in front of the fireplace and just listen. And then I was curious if these were like stories that were fictional or they're things that actually straight out of your life.
Straight out of, yeah, unfortunately, not unfortunately. I've had a very colored life.
Yeah.
Different countries, different styles. I've been, like I said, in bars for a long, long time. I've seen a lot of shit,
Yeah.
and a lot of good, a lot of fun, a lot of crazy fucking shit.
Yeah.
So that's where most of the stories come from.
I'm 53, so I think we're like fucking doing great for in a community that's like very such youth based. I don't know. That just came out. I don't even know what that thought was. I just was looking at us and I'm like, fuck, we look good.
Well,
53, 62.
one of the things that we didn't have, my generation, and probably you too, because you're not that far behind me. I'm
Yeah,
63.
yeah.
Is we didn't have daddies because you passed away.
Yeah.
And so I am more than happy to be this older gay man with my style, and there's others with other styles. And all these kids can jump up and down going, daddy, 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 in whatever context. And I'm happy we're here for them. They have history because we're here. I didn't have that.
Right. And role models and people
Oh, yeah.
that are healthy and thriving and sexy,
Yeah.
and sexy. Cause I feel like a lot of times with age, people, I feel less sexy the older I've gotten, which is stupid thoughts and thinking that I should talk to my therapist about. But like what I'm attracted to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't see myself as I see other people. Like I am like the decrepit person with like leopard skin and my beautiful red beard's white now. I'm like, oh, I'm invincible. But I see other people that I really am attracted to and like inspired by. But that's more therapy talk.
I gotta
I don't
say,
see myself that way. I feel more like aging and becoming invisible and ugly.
when I was younger, I was good looking, and then that kind of stuff.
That
But
must be a fucking curse. I know
like I said, it
nothing of
depends what you do with it, right?
right.
So in my 30s, I was coming into that. I'm becoming more manly and of a certain age and all that. My 40s were good. It was a lot of discovery. My best time has been my 50s.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was more than happy. I was very active. A lot of photography happened for me in my 50s.
Yeah.
A lot of photography in my 50s. And then the video started in my 50s also. Now,
Do you have
I'm
like
in my,
archives of these photos, or a place where people that are listening can come and see this work, or is it just kind of like spread out within the atmosphere all over the place?
like my boys, I like them spread. No. It's
Spread and eager.
Instagram would be a good
I
one.
think
Yeah,
that's going to be the
Instagram.
name of this podcast. Spread and eager. Come on in. The door is always open.
I got a
Uh,
cigar. Come see me.
yes. Um, so Instagram is a place where people can find a lot of
The
this
best
stuff.
one. Well, you can see like the longevity of it. Instagram for me, I think started at least 12, 13 years ago.
And you've
So
had the
there's a
same
good,
account. You've never been canceled,
yeah,
because a lot of times what happens is not canceled, but a lot of times people will lose their account because of like
no, I've
violations and
never.
stuff like that. So like in so many people's profiles, they're like, "Sorry, my account's been deleted. I was at like 79,000 people, but now I'm starting over because Instagram decided I was a disgusting sodomite."
Yeah. Ooh,
Whoa,
sounds sexy. I
right?
like disgusting sodomite. Oh, yeah.
I love all these words that people call me as slang. I'm a faggot. I'm a queer.
Yeah.
I'm a sodomite.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a
I'm a
pervert.
sodomite.
Pervert.
Makes you
Thank
think of
you.
rocks in a cave.
I
Pervert, I
like
love.
being called a pervert. I think all gay men are
I
perverts.
am a pervert.
I am a yes.
I am a fucking
I am a
pervert.
pervert. Hear me
I'm
roar.
willing to prove it.
Oh my god,
The
I want to gather all of our friends and make pervert signs and just march down Castro and 18th. Perverts.
no one would be surprised by that,
They
especially
wouldn't
the
even.
Castro. Thank you very
They
much. They'd
wouldn't
be
even
like,
turn their heads.
I look at schoolgirl stuff. Yeah, fuck that noise.
What is Montreal scene like? I don't know Montreal at all. Is it like diverse? Is it
it's
large?
it's very diverse. It's Montreal's let's say a 4 million population. Okay, it's got a good scene. It's vibrant. It's got very handsome men. Obviously, there is a language situation.
Mm,
Most people speak some degree of English. We have the leather scene, like all leather scenes, are complicated because of not participating, nowhere to meet. So
mm,
recently, we've been doing good with the leather scene. Great dance scene. The Black and Blue, which was a circuit party that started in the early '90s, really turned Montreal into a very, very big dance party scenario. Now, even in the 70s, Montreal had its own style of disco. Like we had producers here. You came to Montreal to dance and have fun. People from New York would come to Montreal to have fun.
Right, right.
So Grace Jones would come to Montreal. She owned a bar here and everything.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So it's always been a party city. One of the things about Montreal is when you guys had prohibition, we did not. So you
Ooh.
motherfuckers came across that border like lemmings jumping off a cliff.
Right.
And so there was the mafia just ran this place. We had cabarets up and down the streets till you couldn't breathe. And it's maintained that mentality of let's have fun. So it was always a party town. It was always now, and I am, as a bartender especially, I'm very Montrealais. I embody.
Yeah, I'm sure you can't walk anywhere without people knowing you, especially if you worked in that area for that long.
Yeah, here it's like as soon as I get out, because I don't live in the village, I live out because I'm smart. But if I come out of the metro in the village in Montreal, I'm on. I'm John. I'm Danny John.
Everyone's clapping and
it's the marauding hordes. No, but it's my workspace too, right? So you have to be smart. Like you're not going to be an asshole to someone in the streets and expect them to give you money the next minute, right?
Yeah. You have to really think about that shit.
Or it comes naturally. Why would you be a jerk to someone that you've seen in my bar for, if he's been a jerk.
You do seem like a nice person, which sucks. Just kidding.
Yeah.
You can't. Well, you're like, unless they pay me for something different. You're like, I can fucking choke the shit out of some bitch if they pay me.
And I can. Yeah. And that costs extra.
And I do. So I guess I'm going to say a couple more things. I just really want to talk to you about the content and creation and see what you're doing. But on a personal level, what gets you out of bed every morning? What makes you excited to get out of bed every morning? Is there something, it's a job, an activity, a hobby?
I got to pee.
Oh.
It's always I gotta pee, for fuck's sake.
God,
I have
damn it. Do you make it through the night, or do you have to get up in the middle of the night to pee?
Depends.
I'm married with someone that gets up 4 times, and I'm a light sleeper, and so I'm like, are you kidding me?
You're not that bad. Shut up. I am a light sleeper. I work out late at night, so sometimes I drink too much water while I'm working out. So that can be problematic while I do that. I eat late and all those kind of things. But usually I can get through the night. But whatever. You get up, you come back, you go to sleep.
That's funny. I literally, I pee, because I literally was like, I wanted you to say, yeah, I get up and I go to the animal shelter and I walk shelter dogs, and then I go deliver meals to homeless people. But you're like, I got to take a piss.
Yeah, well, I have a problem. I have a tendency to take care of old people. I have been forbidden to collect old people.
Okay, yeah. Because sometimes you stack old people in boxes in the basement, and then you forget about them to feed or water them.
You don't feed them, you have to walk them.
And they're like, fuck. And then you're like, what is that smell?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean by collecting old people? Is that true? As a caregiver?
Yeah.
Go from a really creepy sentence to oh no, you're actually talking caregiving.
Yeah, I am. A good example is the apartment I live in used to be owned by a much older lady. When I moved in, she was 91, and she was all by herself, living, solo. Her daughters were a little far away, and I stepped in. But by accident, little things happen, and eventually I saw her through the end of her life.
That's special.
So,
in all honesty,
she was great.
That is special, because we're all fucking tick tock. The clock's a ticking.
Oh my God, yeah, for sure. And I just like really and truly, I like to present humanity. I like to be the guy that I want to be a good example of a human being, because there's a lot of bad examples.
Yeah.
And also I love interconnections with other people, and I do love being a recognized person. I do love being the bartender. I do love being all those kind of things, but I also love the connection with other people. And so I really like to I do better with one person in a room talking than I do with 20 people.
Yeah.
I'm very introverted, believe it or not.
Yeah. Put a fucking shirt on. So what is something about you?
Yeah, bum.
What is something about yourself that would surprise somebody?
Oh, I'm a total nerd.
All right. I fucking love nerds. I married a nerd. Nerds give me hard-ons.
Okay. Yeah, I am. My 2 favorite things are aquariums and plants.
That's fucking amazing. Also, I've noticed like in my life, I have a sort of a green thumb too, but in my life, I've attracted green people with green thumbs and horticulturists and plant people. It's funny. That's an ongoing thing, and multiple people in my life um, are horticulturists, plants, landscapers. It's funny.
My thing behind that is if you can't have things in your house that live successfully, there's not life in the house.
Whew. Can I get an amen?
But it's true. Like I have a bathroom full of orchids, and every year I get flowers on them. My aquariums, I love aquariums. At one point in my life, I had an aquarium maintenance company.
Oh Jesus!
Um, I suck at business, so that's why I go through things like that. I suck at business. I'm
You
great at
try
what
new
I do,
things.
but
You're not afraid. I love that
yeah,
the things
definitely not.
I love that the things that you've tried in our business are about keeping other things sort of alive, whether they're aquariums and it's
You must have that too, though, right?
a little bit, yeah, and it falls back into
Yeah.
like just knowing what it is that you're taking care of needs to survive, whether it's the lighting, the water, the temperature.
That it's being aware in the moment, that looking
Yeah,
at whatever you're dealing with, whether it's an animal or a plant or a person, and understanding they have these needs and you can help with that, you know?
yeah. Oh God, I get that so much. What about gay men? What do you think the gay community reads now? You've seen a couple decades of. Oh Jesus, I have a cat that just jumped on the table. Go. You've seen a couple. You've seen. I have
Speaking
three
of cats,
pussies. I have three kitties running around, but they're actually all napping in the sun.
pussy.
But you have seen a few years in the community. And you've seen change and ups and flows and trends and all that. Do you think there's anything right now that the community as a whole needs? I don't
Stop
even
watching
know
so
what
much.
I'm saying, but do you feel like there's
Yeah,
something?
you're flowing with it's. My biggest problem is, for one, I am weird. I do not own a television.
What the fuck is wrong with you? No, and don't tell me the weirdest other thing you could tell me right now is that you don't drink coffee. I don't trust people that don't drink coffee.
I drink coffee.
Okay.
I have to watch when I drink coffee, or I'll be up all night. But still,
And then taking a
so
piss. Yeah, got it. Okay.
yeah, exactly. Or pooping everywhere. So, but the one thing now, and
Yeah.
this isn't just for the gay community, because the gay community really isn't any different than all the other ones.
Gay
Humans are
people are
human
people.
people. They are. I've seen them before.
Gay
I
people
talk
are
to them
people.
all the time.
Yeah.
So
I'm
basically,
married
what we
to one.
need, yeah. Oh, I've seen a lot of gay people in my life. The thing about it is the gay community. Like the thing that used to bond the gay community together was abuse and persecution, and we don't have that anymore, right? We don't
Yeah.
have to ghettoize. We don't have to, and so now we have to find a new identity. And what I like in my world, a 22-year-old doesn't like. I mean, when I was 22, above and beyond wanting to screw the brains out of someone my age,
Yeah.
um, we had not much in common. Like if I have a whole bunch of things in common with a 22-year-old, it's probably he's either very mature or I'm very immature.
Right. And it could just be
Now I
like
can,
physical.
yeah, but I can appreciate the 22-year-old. I can enjoy them. But to expect the gay community to be one cohesive ball
Yeah.
it's impossible.
I think this
It's
day and
just
age too, because with the internet and everything like that, so much
exactly,
time
yeah.
spent online with the dating apps, or just like putting yourself out there and interacting in community. I feel like we've learned to have to live outside of the community in certain ways because the community is sort of like just spread out so thinly.
Yeah,
Ah, oh my
yeah.
God, I have a cat up here. Go, come here.
Of course they want you now.
Oh my God, come here. This is my kitten. Oh my God, he's gonna fucking ruin everything. Come here.
How old?
Look what just happened.
Of course. Oh, that's so pretty. Baby.
His name is Diego, but I call him Diablo.
Diablo. I walk a dog for friends of mine, and his name is Hector, and I call him Hectic.
What is his name?
Hector,
Oh,
and I call
Hector.
him Hectic.
Ugh, this motherfucker just knocked everything. Okay.
That's what cats do.
Yeah.
You should know you got 3 cats. You must have this all the time.
Yeah, and I do take care of 7 tigers and 4 lions at work. So I know cats. I am Mr. Catman. They call me Tiger
I'm
King.
coming. I'm coming to see you at work.
Come
Fuck that.
visit. It's so crazy.
Oh, fuck.
My worlds are so different. Like I've always been able, like most gay people, like really kind of keep their lives divided and separate. But like this kind of stuff, like talking to men, about sexy stuff and butts and buttholes, and then interviewing porn stars in the bathtub. And then I have my life where I'm like professional and like my zookeeper world, and it's the worlds don't ever come together because I don't think they
No.
settle well. I have a lot of followers, so like middle-aged women online on my animal page.
Yeah. You don't do that. But your job is, I would love that. I remember thinking when I was younger, I was going to be a zookeeper or something like that.
Yeah, and I started when I was about 45, and I do remember when I got into it, it took years in interning and apprenticing and working for free at sanctuaries. And I remember one of my jobs, one of my first jobs I got, I did an exit interview. It was like a temporary gig. And one of the women who interviewed me asked me, how do you feel about getting into this career so late in your life? And I was like, Jesus Christ. And it made me think about ageism in general,
Yeah.
which I hadn't thought about. And of course, I was 45. It is a very young career. But yeah, I got into it very late in life, and there's nothing else I want to do forever. I want to scoop
Oh, I
poop,
would. Yeah.
train animals. The stuff we do at work is incredible. We train animals to do like blood draws, injections, vaccines, transporting them to the hospital. And so much of the
Wow.
work done now is per training, like what I was saying earlier about positive reinforcing the animals. So years past, they'd have to anesthetize the animal, knock them out to take them to the hospital. But now we just train them by positive reinforcement.
Cool.
Anyhow,
That's nice.
all right. So, okay, let's wrap up. What is something coming up that people can look out for? Do you have something exciting coming up? Are you Santa Claus? Are
I
you
am Santa Claus. So I did not do Santa tonight. I was going to, but so I did Santa. I have a yearly party at the bar I work on, and it's called Bad Santa. That's where we got. Actually, it's called Méchant Père Noël.
Okay.
But so I did a Santa party on Sunday past.
Okay.
And that was great. It's a very big party in my bar. I've been doing it now for about 17 years.
Yeah.
And I do another Santa gig this Saturday at one of the local fetish stores. I've loved Christmas all my life.
Yeah, I do like Christmas too. It makes me sad, but I do love it.
It can be sad, but it's a good example. It's where people try to be more humane. People try to be kind. And so I love that energy around it. Now, my mother bakes cookies and it's really, really good. And I'm a really, really lucky person because of the family I have. And not everyone has that, I'm like this. I love Christmas and so do you. Some people don't.
Yeah, it brings up shit.
And family stuff and things. So I try to be kind that way too. Like, it doesn't have to be Christmas. It can be New Year's. It can be Tuesday in July.
Yeah, I work with a person who's Jewish, and I work with people who hate Christmas. So at work we bake, but we also have a great sense of humor. So we're like, happy holidays. That's our sort of a joke. Okay, we don't want to offend anybody. I was writing a note on the board the other day about Christmas hours, and I was like, oh no, I didn't want to write Christmas. That could offend somebody.
Holidays.
So I put holidays. That's the thing I think our community and just the world in general has gotten so sensitive. But anyhow.
I can be very inappropriate on a lot of ways, politically in that. So you don't have to ever worry about that with me. One of the things, a little story I have, the lady downstairs, like I said, she was 91, 92 when we got very close. And one day I had a tree up here. She's all by herself. So I said, why don't I put the tree up down at your house and we can enjoy it together? She's like, no, I don't want that. I was like, why don't you want a tree? She's like, we don't really do Christmas down here. I said, bullshit, I'm bringing a tree down. She's like, what? I was like, yeah. And off I went to get the tree, went back downstairs and started putting it up. And it wasn't even 2 seconds after I started, and she put on Christmas music.
Oh.
And it was Elvis Presley. And and she was just doing her habits. She was just doing what she's used to. And then as soon as I made Christmas, just a little bit, she put on the disc.
Yeah, I think she had fallen into like one place her whole life. She got probably used to it. And like, it was like maybe not even comfortable. And so like you made it like a happy space.
And then for the rest of her life, every year we had a big we had the beginning of Christmas, we had Christmas party, we had Ukrainian Christmas. It was she loved it. I get it all liquored up and shit.
And then you bring all those old people you collected from under your bed in the boxes upstairs.
Like an age. Yep. Dance slow, but dance. But so it really just depends on, there's a lot of ways to change people's, and I don't want to say change because everyone has a right to their own sentiments and their ideas. I'm not here to change anybody. I can share my stuff with you if you want. you know,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of what the Bad Santa is, a lot of what I do at Christmas, but I'll equally celebrate Easter and Beltane, and you give me
Mhm.
something to give people a reason to celebrate life.
You strike me
And
as
it
someone
doesn't
that
have to be
owns
really,
you strike me as someone that owns a kilt. I don't know what to say. I just
I do
bet you
not.
have. I
I do
imagine.
not.
No, you don't. Son of a bitch. My crystal ball must be
Fuck.
foggy. But I imagine somehow.
Yeah.
I
I
imagine
have a
you
crystal ball.
crystal ball, just one. Well, you
Yeah.
know what?
Well,
Put a paywall. Don't answer that. Put a paywall up. I'm thinking about ways to monetize sort of like this because like creating content, um, it takes a lot of work and effort and time and skill and tools. And like I
yeah.
do this, I work fucking crazy full time. And like I do this on the side for fun. So I'm not complaining, but
Yeah.
it's like, Jesus Christ, if I made like $20 a month, it'd be great.
Now,
It's
how
just
many of
funny.
these do you do a month?
Well, I try to do them every week, which is unrealistic. So I go through
Yeah.
phases where I do like sometimes I'll do like one, usually about once a week.
Yeah.
But I also have a
Okay.
shitload of people that just like, I don't know if they don't respect my time or, but they just will cancel last minute. Respecting people's time and also kind of like also not paying them for their time, but like you sometimes you need to pay people for their time. I've never done that. I don't
Yeah.
pay people, I guess, but like it's just the
Yeah.
whole
No, no.
respecting of other people's time. And I have people cancel on me last minute. I feel like ghosting, and I'm like, dude, you
Yeah.
reached out to me and now you ghosted me. It's like,
We see that a lot in the collaboration world where there's like, you got everything set up and then something, whatever, I'm not questioning it. And then last minute, it's like, no, can't make it. Oh, don't even call.
yeah, it's just a weird
And
sort of a thing. Like I've had that recently. There's times where I've just been like, I feel like I put out 4 messages and I got ghosted like 5 times in 1 week. And I'm like, what the fuck? What does this even matter? Like, no, what I'm doing
yeah.
is not important. So I realize I'm not like saying like with an ego, but I'm like, what I'm doing is not important, but like value people's time.
One thing I'm lucky with, and again, not to, and I was going to say not to promote my my video, the
Oh,
director.
please do.
If we, oh my God, he deserves all of it. But basically, the cool thing with him is, if someone doesn't show up, he's got everything set up. He said, "Whip it out. We're doing a video." It's like, okay, I'll do a video.
Right. If
Grab
we got
a
all this set
cigar, and
up.
we like he's very into the marketing, what's going on and stuff like that. And people don't give a shit whether I'm with somebody or whether I'm solo. In fact, they actually like it when I'm solo.
Yeah.
He's
Maybe
looked
they
at all
feel
the
like,
numbers, and
yeah.
so it's now I like the collaborations because it gives me variety. But I'll yank on it. I'll yank on it for money.
I'll fucking yank on this shit. I'll show you bitches. I'll show you fucking. I'm
Yeah.
gonna yank on this train. So
Yeah.
we'll end with this. I don't know why, because we're about an hour. I feel like sometimes people don't want to listen forever, but it's all about the
Okay.
cute little clips. But is there someone that you'd love to collaborate with, or do you have future
There's a bunch.
collaborations, and you're like,
There's a
ooh, I
bunch.
can't wait to be inside that manhole.
There's a bunch of them actually. Jack Dixon would be a great one for me.
Oh, Fuzzy, I love Jack Dixon. I don't know him
Oh,
personally.
sexy man.
We've exchanged things online. I know someone who's gotten a massage from him before. I don't know if that's still what he does, but like, anyways,
He would be one. His style is perfect for me.
yeah,
There's a bunch. There's a million people. The
yeah,
thing about it is, especially because I'm in the business, I see so many. Like my X feed is just basically porn.
yeah.
I don't get if I see a political thing on my X, I block it.
If you see an
So
orange with a bad wig on it, you're like, I'm sorry for America. You know what I'm talking
no,
about.
God bless you all. I can't wait. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bless our
Um,
hearts. Bless our hearts.
bless your fucking hearts, your soul, if you don't fucking fix that soon. So, the thing about that is so I see so many of them. There's a bunch of them, a lot of European ones. There's one Tyler X, and he's Polish, I think, and he's just this furry fucking monster. I would love to get my hands on.
Oh, furry fucking uncut
Yeah,
monster.
yeah, yeah,
Ah.
with big balls,
Ooh.
and you can do anything to him. But there's a lot. There's definitely a list. Jack Dixon comes up because he's the standard wonderful and he is a very nice man.
Do you guys have connected like
Yeah, yeah.
through
We
messaging or whatever?
we've chatted before for sure. We've talked often.
I
So.
look forward to Jack Dixon being pounded by you. And then he shoots his load on his chest. You look it up and then you make out and the video's over.
and then we eat cookies. Yeah, because
And
I'm
then you
bad
eat
Santa.
cookies and cuddle in big onesies and watch holiday specials on TV. I think that's going to
Yeah.
be my first director's role right there. That's
Call my guy. He's great at it.
I have so many filthy, dirty um storylines in my mind. So I always tend to, like, I know we're trying to end here, but I always go for, like, I'm the classic one. I like the blue collar worker ones.
Oh
Any
yeah, yeah,
any of the stupid 90s, 80s porns where they're like they meet in
yeah,
a car garage. I'm all blue collar in and out. Like that's
yeah,
maybe I
yeah.
do have a fetish. Blue collar.
Fetish.
Blue
Yeah,
collar.
that's a very, very reasonable one. One last thing I'd like to say is if you get 5 minutes and you want to do someone a little different, get his name is Patrick Bélanger, and it's the guy that does my videos. He's a very interesting man,
Does he
and so you get the.
does he offer himself up in front of the camera as well?
He has been in one or two
Oh,
videos
I
for
just wasn't
sure.
sure if, like, he's always behind the camera or he's like multi-talented, huge horse
He's
cock, and
multi.
he knows how to work the camera. Ah, damn you! Why?
Well, and also, yeah, and but also with him, and the thing is, like all the things that you're seeing us doing, he's producing, he's making, he's all that kind of. So it's an interesting perspective of that. I think it would be a good chat.
That's interesting. I like that idea too. I've always thought of myself as like somebody like I don't have a talent. I like to talk to people. But I've always had the idea of like having like an organization or an agency of sorts to kind of like help people like with their
Connect.
promotion marketing stuff. All right. Well, you'll have to spell his name for me after this because I
I'll
have
I'll
no
s- I'll, I'll
idea.
I'll send you the link and all that kind of stuff afterwards. But he is a good, and he's a good man,
All right. So
handsome, very handsome.
fuck.
Yeah,
I want
see,
to eat his ass. Oh, that was my
he,
first thought. I had no idea. I don't even see him. I'm just
it's
hungry.
out of nowhere.
I'm just hungry.
Balm to the
I'm
beard.
an angel. I'm an angel. I'm sweet. Look at
You're
his
an
face.
angel.
I'm like a
That's not
cherub. I have
true.
cherub face. All right.
Yeah,
So people,
yeah.
if they want to reach out to you or follow you, where's the best place and what's like your information?
I definitely do Instagram a lot, and X. So it's Daddy John XX on
Okay.
Twitter. X.
Just two X's.
It
Okay.
is, yeah, two because the other one was taken. The um the Instagram is JRH1762, and that we always have a logo of me in cartoon with a
Yeah.
white beard. You can't miss it.
All right. Well, we will
Those are
add
the
that.
two big ones. Yeah, and I think Daddy John Productions, which is Instagram also. But all three of those are connections to me.
All right. Well, great. Well, thanks for talking. We'll talk again
It's
soon. Please reach out if you have any
anytime.
other thing to talk about. Promote. Let's just say the word promote. Promote sounds like a dirty word, but like
But yeah,
promote.
I like dirty. I like dirty.
Fucking wrap that promotion around my cock. Okay.
Yeah,
See,
motherfucker.
I can't be serious when I talk like that. That's what's so funny. Like even in the bedroom sometimes, like people get all that way and I'm like, oh, I can't do it
Yeah,
without sounding funny. So
that's a turn off. That's a turn off.
I
That one
like
where you get all like video porn stuff with me. Don't do
yeah.
that.
No words. That's why I'm all about hookups with no words. Like
Yeah, yeah,
zip, zip,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
and then and then
yeah they get.
bye bye. All
Bye-bye.
right. We will talk
Okay,
again
handsome.
soon.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
let's do it again.
Bye.